Dr. Rudi Newman, a historian and author working with Hertfordshire's library service, and in this series we'll be revealing some of the important, obscure and sometimes unusual stories to be found in Hertfordshire's history. In the centre of Berkhamstead is a Grade II listed building known as the Red House. In late 1844 it was the home of an affluent and respectable family, John and Sarah Towell and their baby son. They had not lived there long, but had already gained a reputation locally, the quiet and plainly dressed Quaker family being the model of propriety. However, New Year's Day 1845 was to bring this facade crashing down, shocking the town and leading to an internationally important event. John Tawell had spent years developing a public image for himself, but this hid a much more turbulent past. Born in 1784, Towell had worked in London for various Quaker-run businesses, joining the religion. Although he retained the appearance of a Quaker, he had, however, been disowned by the religion through a relationship with a non-Quaker, Mary Freeman, whom he later married. In 1814, he was caught trying to pass forged banknotes, a capital offence, but in accordance with their faith, the Quakers managed to have Towell's sentence reduced to 14 years' transportation. By all accounts, Towell impressed the Sydney authorities, being released after only 3 years, and his family moved to Australia to join him. He established a pharmacy and helped create Australia's first Quaker community. In 1838, the family moved back to London, Mary shortly dying of tuberculosis, and Towell married again to Sarah Cutforth. There was, however, another secret that would lead to Towell's destruction. While Mary was ill, a nurse, Sarah Hart, was brought in to look after her. Towell began an affair with her, which continued after he remarried, Sarah having 2 children. He moved her to Salt Hill near Slough to be away from his new family, secretly paying £1 every week in maintenance. With growing financial problems, Towell became increasingly terrified that his secret would come out. Something had to be done. New Year's Day 1845. Towell went to see Sarah at Salt Hill, and over a beer they talked. What Sarah did not know was that Towell had poured prussic acid into her glass, condemning her to an agonising death. A neighbour overheard her muffled screams, and as she came next door to see what the commotion was, she saw a man dressed as a Quaker leaving. Asking if Sarah was all right, a flustered Towell ignored her. Entering, she found Sarah on the floor, still alive but struggling to breathe. A doctor was called, but nothing could be done. The constable came, and hearing the man's description, raced to the station, just missing the 7:45 express to Paddington, and Towell sitting in a first-class compartment. The station, however, was one of many fitted with a brand new invention, the electric telegraph. Still in its infancy, messages could be sent along the line, and a description was promptly sent to Paddington. When the train arrived, Constable William Williams was already prepared. Following Towell as he left the station, using a cloak to hide his uniform, Towell mistook him for a bus conductor, paying the policeman his fare. He went to a lodging house of the night, and next morning was arrested. Despite trying to use his class and respectability as a means of denial, Towell was taken to Slough Police Station, where he denied even knowing Sarah, and later claiming that she had committed suicide because he would not pay her more money. Details of how he acquired the acid were found, and the case went to trial. Although the defence attempted to argue that the acid was naturally produced by Sarah accidentally swallowing apple pips, an obvious verdict was reached: guilty. Towell's wife was loyal to the last, and in Aylesbury, on the 28th of March 1845, John Tawell was hanged. This sorry affair shocked the people of Berkhamstead, as it did across the country, leaving a dark chapter in the history of the Red House. But the murder was also internationally important. This was the first recorded case of a murderer escaping by train, but, more importantly, it was the first time that a murderer had been caught using the electric telegraph. For the first time, a message could travel faster than a train, and the value of this new technology was proved, it expanding into the forerunner of today's internet and wireless communication. The telegraph machines used in Towell's capture were preserved, now at London Science Museum. And it is telling that afterwards, for many years, the telegraph system was known as the cords that hanged John Tawell. If you would like to know more, there is plenty available, and Hertfordshire libraries are a great place to start, with many online resources alongside material in your local library. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and thanks for listening.